Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Remy. Thanks for tuning in. On my channel I discuss in faith, lifestyle and development. So personal development, professional development, women empowerment and all that good stuff. So if you're interested in any of those things, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So for this video, I'm going to be talking about my transition from college to independence, right? So I think I saw something, I was inspired by a video that I saw on YouTube some time ago on, transitioning from college life to independence. So I'm going to talk about my experience. I'm going to talk about, my own view and my experience on this. So if you're interested, definitely keep watching. So to give some background, I moved to America from Nigeria when I was 15 in 2005. I know, I'm young. But I moved to America when I was 15, and when I moved here, my dad, wanted me to go to a community college because I was relatively younger than most college students at the time. I believe here in America, for you to be in college, you gotta be like 18, right? But I was 15, so it made more sense for me to just start out because it's a new country, it's a new educational system, everything is new. I was super young. Community college made more sense. So I started at a 2-year college, and the plan was to graduate from that 2-year college when I get my associate's degree. So that's what you get when you go to a 2-year college, you get an associate degree. So the plan was when I'm done with my 2 years associate degree, I will go to a 4-year college and complete my college education, which worked out perfectly for me because, and I was commuting, by the way. My community college, typically community colleges are cheaper than a full 4-year college. So that was great. That was an advantage because it was cheaper, it was close to home, and I was commuting, and yeah, it was perfect. So when I was done with that, I graduated in 2000. So I started the school in 2006, community college. I started January 2006 because by the time I came in 2005, it was September-ish and school already started. So I started in the spring semester. So I graduated. I took summer classes, by the way, and then I graduated in 2008 from the 2-year college, and then I transferred to the 4-year college where I finished my college education. I majored in political science and I minored in international relations. The goal was always to go to law school and pursue my law degree and be licensed to practice law, become a lawyer and all that great stuff. So I knew I just wanted to major in pol science and minor in international relations. So I did that, and I graduated college, the full year college, in 2010. So that was perfect, right? So what I did was, after that, I took a break from school. The break was longer than I intended it to be, but not too far off. So when I finished college, I took a break, and from school, that is. So I was working. I was just trying to get internships. I was trying to get, because I had never worked really at the time. I think my only real job that I had at the time, so this is 2010. Okay, so I had worked at Walgreens for 2 years. I worked at Walgreens, and then when I transferred from my 2-year college to the 4-year college, I worked for the dean. So I was a dean's assistant. So that was the job experience I had. Not too much going on, but it's something. So when I was done with college, I took a break. I said, you know what? Let me get real world experience. Let me go work like a real job. Let me go work. Let me intern. Let me volunteer. Let me build my resume. So what I was doing was I was working full time, getting paid some money. Wasn't a lot, but getting paid some money. And then I was volunteering. I volunteered for the Obama campaign at the time. If you've seen my video about how I shook President Obama's hand, you know what I'm talking about. So I was volunteering. So I volunteered for the Obama campaign. I was working full time. I was also saving money to use to pay for my fees at school, because I remember I had like an outstanding fee when I graduated college, and I needed to pay that off so that they can give me my degree. So I paid that off, with my hard-earned money that I saved up, and I paid that off. So, and then I was saving money to take classes to help me with the LSATs, the LSAT, to be able to get into law school. So I was doing stuff, I was busy. And then all this while I was just still living at home, right? And then I took the LSAT, and then I failed, quote unquote. And I was hesitant to say that because you don't necessarily fail the LSAT. Your score is just not that great. So I took the LSAT again. So that kind of delayed my admission into law school. So when I took the LSAT again, I said, you know what, I'm just going to apply to law school. So I applied to law school and I got into law school. So this is still considered college or whatever, because it's grad school, it's law school, it's a lot of work. It does take a level of independence, a high level of seriousness and grit and resilience to get through law school. So I started law school, and that was 3 years. It was a 3-year program. Put my best foot in, did my best work, and then I graduated in 2016. So all this while, so for law school, I moved closer to school. So I was living in a room, like in a room. So for example, I'll share a house with people, but I'll have my own room, if that makes sense. So I was sharing kitchen and I was sharing bathroom, but for the most part, I had my room, I had my space. So I had some level of independence. I was using school money to pay for my rent, and at that time my rent was relatively cheap compared to my rent now. My rent then was cheap, so I was able to use some money that I got from financial aid to help myself to pay for my rent, get food, and do things right while I study. So that was great. So that I had some level of independence there. I didn't have a car at the time, so I was taking the bus and the train to school and from school, and then on Sunday for church, a church member was gracious enough to always pick me up for church and then drop me off at home from church as well. So my church Sunday schedule was set because I had a ride, and then during the week for school, it was easy for me to just take the bus and the train. So I had my thing going on. I was doing my thing, going to school, being independent, living alone in my room. It wasn't a full apartment, it was just a room, and then I was just doing my thing. And then I graduated law school in 2016 and passed the bar in 2017, and then got a real job, like a real job. A real job in 2017. July 2017 was when I got my first real job post passing the bar. So I was like, okay, adults, and there's adults and then there's adult. So July 2017 I got my offer, and then I was like, okay, it's time for me to actually start looking to move out of this room that I am right now, because I'm done with school. I've passed the bar to the glory of God. I've gotten a job. Let me get a full apartment, a full 1-bedroom apartment. And if you know me, I'm very picky about where I live, the apartment that I live in. So there was a certain type of apartment that I wanted, what I was looking for. So when I started my job in July, I was saving up and things like that. And then in December, I started to look for an apartment, and then I got an apartment January 2018. Full on 1-bedroom, 1-bath, beautiful apartment. I have the tour on my YouTube channel, go check it out. Beautiful apartment. So I got my apartment in 2018. Just me living in my apartment, paying my bills. I loved the independence. So it took the independence to another level. And then literally in the same month, I bought my car as well. So I had my car bills, I had my apartment bills. So, the adult bills, were starting to, really show itself. So, but I love the independence that gives me. I love the freedom that gives me, that, okay, I'm working, making a living, I'm earning money, and, I can take care of myself, and, I have my apartment, I have my car, you know, by the grace of God, I'm able to afford what I want and things like that. So, you know, I love the independence. So that's kind of how I transition into adult bills and adult independence. So for the most part, I've been mostly independent. The way I am wired, I like to do my own thing. I know what I want to do in life. I'm not confused. You know, I know what I want to do. Go for it, and, you know, be independent in my thought, you know, be independent on how I, you know, run my life and what I want to do with myself, and things like that. So yeah, that's kind of how it worked, to be honest. So I wasn't the typical, you know, living at home and then I was sent off to college, and then I gained independence in college because I didn't really have any independence when I was at home. No, it wasn't that for me. I was always independent for the most part, and then it was when I graduated law school, and I had, like, you know, a full-time real job, you know, and I had adult bills that I really got to even experience the independence more. So yeah, that's kind of my story of how I transitioned from college to independence. So college times, my main focus was books. My main worry, if you will, was my books and just trying to pass one exam or the other, especially law school, trying to pass one exam or the other. But once that was done, now it's just mainly building my profession, building my career, you know, getting a great job, you know, building my profile as a professional, right, as a legal professional and things like that. So that was just that's the main focus for me now versus schoolwork. And obviously the bills, but we give God all the glory. So that's, you know, that's kind of my story of how I transitioned from college to independence. Let me know if I missed anything, or if you want to know something, you know, put it in the comment section. Let me know your story. If you liked this video, please like it, comment and subscribe, share with your friends and family, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.